Hey there, friends, and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would come on and put together another kit from my Close to My Heart Craft with Heart scrapbooking subscription. So on Monday, I put together that layout and I made it into a winter theme. If you didn't get to see that one, I invite you to check back on that one. Today we're going to do the February page kit, the second page in this kit, and it's the one featured on the cover of the brochure. And then we turn it over, and this is the layout we're going to do and the step-by-step instructions. There's only 4 steps. That's how easy it is. Now remember, if you are a 12-month subscriber, you will get free shipping on your subscription, and you will also get a 20% discount, and you get a coupon for 30 free 4x6 prints from Persnickety Prints. And Persnickety is my favorite place to get my pictures printed at if I'm not printing them from home. The quality is spot on. They are, the turnaround time is super quick. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. We've been partnering with them for quite some time now, and the owner and founder, Shari, is just amazing. So what I'm doing right now is just punching out the die cuts that come with this kit. And this is layout 2 in the February package. We did layout 1 the other day. And the only work I did for this preparation was I did print out a few photos, and I'm really excited about putting this together because I took it in a different spin. The title is You and Me, and I don't know, you may first time you hear that title, you may think of 2 people, kind of like they show in the brochure. They show a picture of 2 people. But what I am going to do is document pictures of my son and his cat, Rosie. So, interesting story about that. Right at the peak of COVID, I want to say it was maybe in May or June of 2020, my son was outside in the back of his apartment complex, and he saw a box, and he went over to the box, and in the box were not 1, not 2, 3 newborn baby kittens. He said they were so tiny and adorable, and he took them to the animal shelter, and because of COVID, they could not accept the cats. So Tucker was like, what am I supposed to do? And no one would take them, so he wasn't going to leave them to die, so he adopted not 1, not 2, but 3 cats. And interesting story, Christmas 2020, we drove to Connecticut 18 hours with 3 kids, a husband and a wife, and 3 cats. And the 3 cats stayed in Connecticut with us, and they drove back to Charleston with us, and they were very good travelers. So anyway, I do have some photos of Tucker. This is Rosie. Rosie is the most friendliest out of the 3 of them. And so here he is after he gave Rosie a bath. Here's Rosie with him on his graduation day. Here's Rosie with him when they first got here to our house. This was the cat's first road trip, was that December of 2020. And here's Rosie out in the snow by the snowman that we built. So those are the 3 pictures I have, and these pictures were all taken at different times. So don't be afraid to mix and match your photos up. So if we look at the left side of the page, first the instructions say, gather layout to base pages, die cuts, stickers, and loose pieces. So we did that, and these are the base pages. And I love these base pages because it looks like there's layers of paper, but it's one sheet of paper. It says attach photo mat. Tip, do not use adhesive along left edge so another piece can be tucked behind in a later step. Attach photos or photo placeholders. So if you don't have your photos, there are place photo here markers. Embellish with die cuts and stickers as shown, and use 3D foam tape for added dimension if desired. So we are going to do this one first. So we have to attach our photo mat, and I'm going to just use this with regular adhesive. And I'm working on my Versamat. And this diagram even tells you how far up and how far over to put your photo mat. So it is saying to go 4 inches up and 2.5 inches in. So that would be right about here, and it's a little bit lower, comes a little bit below that pattern piece. Okay. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't follow. Well, no, I guess I was okay. It said don't put adhesive on this left side, but we are good. So next I'm going to put my 5x7 photo, and I'm actually going to put that on with 3D foam tape. Get my scissors. We're having the second half of the album retreat this afternoon, which I'm really looking forward to. And last week in the album retreat, I used up all of my thin 3D foam tape, and I ordered more, and it is due to arrive, and I'm hoping that it will get here before album retreat starts. So I am using the regular foam tape, so it's the thicker of the 2 we offer, but I think that's okay. So let's see, I'm going to stand up for this, so hopefully I get it nice and centered, because there's no grease with that foam tape. I think that's good. All right, so then all we're doing now is just following the diagram. Now I did pull out this stamp set, which is called Your Possum, and it was in a past idea book. It's a stamp set, and it also has a thin cut. It is still available, thin cuts and the stamp set. I checked on my website. So really cute images, and lots of times when I have nothing to do and we're watching TV, I'll just do a bunch of thin cutting and put them in the envelope with the stamp set so I have them. And I actually had some already stamped up. So I might use some of these. We'll see once we've got everything else done. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is this you and me. And so here are our letters. I'm going to move my base page up a little bit. All right, where is the U? Here's the U. And then we have these, and you know what else I need to get? I didn't see in there. I need to get the sticker sheet. Let me get the box. I still have the sticker sheet. Yeah, here it is. so here is the sticker sheet. All right, so I'm just gonna put some adhesive on these overlays. And I'm using the Close to My Heart adhesive. I like this because it gives me grace. If you want to use a liquid glue, you can do that. But then I'm just going to stick, make sure that I'm in the camera here. Sorry about that. Okay, so there's the me. Now let's get the you. And the Y. And flip this over. And there we have the U. So then, looking at the diagram, we have it right underneath here. And I'm going to line this up. Love working on my Versamat. All right, so I'm going to, and I'm just going to adhere this on with my adhesive because my photo is on 3D foam tape. Make sure that this is even. You, me. And then that plus is a sticker. And so what I'm going to do is get my anti-static pouch. I did not bring that over. Shoot, where is my yes, I did bring it over. I'm just going to take the sticky off my pouch, or the sticky off my sticker with the pouch, and then I'm going to apply some thin foam tape. I only need a little bit. I could even use the dots, but I think this is going to work. Peel that off. Oh, you can see it a little bit. Let's see if I can take this off really quick. And try it again. Okay, and then I'm going to put this right here like that. So it says you plus me. All right, so then we'll look at this cluster right here. So it is an envelope with this. And then we've got this tag. It's going to go like that. Okay, so let's use our foam tape, and I am just eyeballing this just like it looks in the diagram. So see how this looks like it's 3 different layers, and it's not. And then this is going to go here like that. So I'm going to put that on foam tape. And I'm wondering if maybe instead of that, I put the cat. Might be kind of cute, but let's see. I'm going to use some foam tape. And I'm just putting the foam tape on the side that's not over the picture because the picture is already mounted on foam tape. And then I'm going to apply some adhesive. We'll go like that. And then I'm going to wait and see if I want to I could even maybe go like that, and then, oh, that might be kind of cute. I might do that, but we'll wait, we'll see. All right, so then up here, looks like this is a sticker. I'm gonna put this right here like this. And you can just leave that as a design element, or you could put the date on it, or, you know, whatever floats your boat. And you know what I should have done before I put that down? Let's see if I can pull this back up. Yeah, oops, oh, darn it. Let me get, no, we're gonna leave it. And then I will, I shouldn't have put that down. Let's see if I can pull this up. I think I can, because I'm just going to cover it again. So fingers crossed. All right, so I got that little bit, but I'm going to cover it, so I think we're going to be good. So put that like that, because that's a good journaling spot. And then I'm just going to apply some adhesive here. So perfect example of how you can make your mistakes work. Okay, so there we have that, and we can do some journaling there. And now we have our pennants. And I am just looking at the diagram. Make sure you guys can see it. Let me get my pieces, and then I'll move this over. I love this notebook pennant. Okay, so we've got the 4. And I think I'm going to put these on 3D foam tape as well. So I go like this, and I'm just kind of dry fitting these, dry placing them where I want them. And then I will get some foam tape. And I have sticky fingers today. Put one there. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking, you know, if you had stickles or liquid pearls or gems, any kind of embellishment, and you wanted to put them in between the pennants to make it look like they're on a line, you could do that. You could run liquid pearls. You could use a journaling pen. I didn't space this very good, so let's see. Okay, so there is that, and then we have heart stickers, and I'm just going to put a heart in the center of this one like that. And this page is done. See how easy? So now we're going to bring in this page, and I'm going to follow it just as the brochure says. So the brochure has the page with the stripes on the right side. So what I'm going to do is I want to line these both up together because I want to keep the pennants going. So we'll take this one, and then we need this one, and this one, and another stripe one. So I think we're going to move this over a little bit. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's kind of going continual. So let's go ahead and put these down, and then we will finish the page. Goes there. So I have been scrapbooking for a very long time, and I like to use a lot of embellishments and whatnot, but I really love the subscription box because, one, I find I look at them and I choose photos, like just random favorite photos, everyday life photos. They're not from a specific event or vacation. And so I get my, everyday life photos done. I also love them because you don't need a whole lot of extra supplies. So the cleanup is very minimal, and they're quick. And it's a great way to shop your stash if you have if you want to change it up a little bit. Kind of like I brought out that cat set, and the other day I added snowflakes to the page. So they look really good as is, but it's also fun sometimes to change them up. And the price is right. They're easy. So if you're one that's been wanting to get into scrapbooking and you're feeling kind of overwhelmed, because there is a lot out there, sometimes I even get overwhelmed. That's another thing I like about these kits, is it just requires a few different supplies. I don't have to make any decisions, which is really nice. But this is a great way to go to get started. It also makes great gifts if you have children or grandchildren, a new mom. This would be a great gift for a new mom. She could do a layout a month, or 2 layouts a month, and document her kids. It could be, not even just for a new mom. Great for teachers. When I was actually an elementary school teacher, and I kept scrapbooks of my kids, and I kept them in our little class library, and the kids loved to look through them. Both past classes, years before, sometimes they would see their older sibling in photos, but then they would love to see themselves in photos as well. So a really, meaningful gift. All right, so we just finished off that border, that banner. So let me show you. So I just did that. Now we need to do this white notebook-like looking piece. And that is actually a sticker. How cool is that? I love school supplies, and this speaks my language. And you know what? I just realized we were supposed to put one of those on the other page, but I think we can add that when we're done with this page. This goes right up like that. Love that. And then we will put our photo down. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And I am going to mount these with the foam tape as well. So interesting story about Rosie the cat. When Tucker got these 3 cats, he was talking to my mom and telling her about the cats, and I think he already had the names of 2 of the cats. He hadn't named Rosie yet, but he was describing Rosie to my mom. And my mom said, he said that Rosie was the friendliest and she liked to cuddle. And my mom suggested Rosie. And so Tucker named her Rosie. So technically Rosie is my mom's namesake. And how awesome is my mom and dad, one, that they allowed 3 cats in the house. I take that back. My parents had a dog, Toto. He was a schnauzer. He looked just like Toto in Wizard of Oz. That's where they got the name. And they had this dog up until I'm the youngest of 5, and the second youngest, my sister Jody, is 18 months older than me. And Jody was just a baby, and she pulled Toto's tail, and Toto nipped at her. And after that, I don't blame the dog. The dog had every right to nip at her. I wouldn't want someone pulling my tail. And anyway, after that, my parents said, we can't have a dog anymore. My parents had 4 kids, and they just couldn't do it. So they found a nice farm, local, and they took the dog, and Toto was able to run around and live his happy life. But that was the only pet that we ever had. My older siblings had a gerbil at one point, but that was the extent of our pet days. So for my mom to consent to that, I said to Tucker, your grandmother must really love you. And granted, I let the 3 cats into my house too, so I told Tucker that too. But the sweet thing is my mom actually sewed little stockings for the cats, and we all put stuff in the stockings on Christmas morning. So thought that was cute. All right, so now we have this sticker, and we're gonna put it right down here. And then this is a sticker that goes on top of it. And it shows a heart on there. Now I'm going to bring this page back in, and I'm going to get this other notebook paper sticker. And this goes right under here like this. All right, so I think I do like that. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of foam tape on this. And then I'll put some adhesive over here. So I'll go like that. And then I need to color my cat. Okay, so I have a piece of scrap paper here because I'm going to use some of the tri-blend markers. And Rosie is kind of like this grayish, brownish color. So I'm going to do my best. I am not a very good colorer, but I think I do okay with the Shinhan markers. So I think I'm going to start on the dark end of the brown gray shades and just go around the outer edge. And then I'm going to go right to the light. And that light blend is going to kind of blend in the darker shade, but also give it some dimension. Like I said, I am not an expert colorer. What would you call an expert colorer? A colorist? That sounds like a cool title. I'd like to be known as a colorist. So you can see how that lighter shade is kind of blending in with the outline. I'm going to go ahead and color in the tail light. And then with the medium, I'm going to color in the paws and the end of the tail. And then go back over this like this. Go back over with the light. So like I said, I am not a color expert, but if you've seen me color before, I kind of experiment and learn as I go. Now I am going to just pull in my gold yellow and maybe just add a little bit of that right over. So don't be afraid to experiment. Just because Rosie is not completely gray. And then maybe go back over with the light one more time. And I think that looks pretty close to what Rosie looks like. Alrighty, so then we're gonna stick her right in here like this. I like that. There we go. All right, so then I can add a little bit of journaling up here. And then maybe I'll put a cat there. I'm thinking here. I think I like the heart down here. So let me get my sticker sheet. And then, do I want that cat or do I want, I think I like that cat right there. So let's go ahead and try doing this again. I'm going to go around the outside with the dark brown gray shades. And then we'll color in with the light. And I might add some pink to the ears. I didn't do that to the first one, and I'll add some pink to the tongue. So I could have very easily colored this off camera, but I just wanted to show you how I color, and hopefully it doesn't intimidate you. My goal was to show you that it's just fun and to experiment, and don't be afraid, and that these markers really are magical. They allow you to create some pretty cool things. So if you have not already started collecting these markers, you might want to consider, because they do add to your projects. So I'm looking for pale pink blend, and I'm going to go with the medium and just add a little bit of pink. And then I will go over this with the light gold yellow. Actually, did I use the medium? Yeah, I think I did. Just to soften this gray up. And lots of times I'll do tests, you know, practice before I do the real thing. But I thought it would be fun to show you the process. And then I'll go back with my light shade. And if you go out of the lines, don't worry about it, because we have a blender. There's actually a tri-blend blender. It's a colorless marker. They call it a blender, but it's really like an eraser. So it will erase things for you. But I'm just going to stick her right there like that. And there we have our page. So that is the right side, and this is the left side. I'll do my journaling, and then I will post the finished layout. So let me show you really quick, in case you are new, where you can find all the details about this awesome subscription. Let me pull up my website. I'm going to take the phone off the mount, so it might get shaky for a minute, so bear with me.